Ever since I was a kid, I've always had a huge passion for trucks. A passion that I'm sure resonates with all of you who clicked on this video. There's just something so timeless and cool about these old C10s that make them such great candidates when it comes time to restore, or in my case, build from the ground up. As an average guy with an average shop, and you guessed it, average tools, I started my journey of building what was basically a rusty silhouette of a C10 with one thing in mind: reworking Chevy's design to take a sleek looking truck to a straight badass performance oriented monster. If you haven't seen the build yet, I highly recommend watching my build playlist so you can see the progress step by step. For a quick look at what's been done, I've designed and fabricated a custom chassis, all while using tools that most of you have in your shop. I integrated a 2008 Crown Vic front crossmember and rear end, installed QA1 mod series coilovers to achieve the perfect stance. I've completely reworked and repaired each body panel to get a custom look that, in my opinion, looks incredible. I also stripped down, cleaned and rebuilt a 6-liter LQ4 with a stock bottom end and added ring gap to prepare this truck for a twin turbo setup. If you guys are loving this truck build so far, drop a like on the video. It helps out the channel and it helps me put out some more content for you guys. And speaking of content, I'm gonna be uploading once a week now, and more precisely, I'm gonna be uploading every Sunday, so keep your eyes peeled. Let's get back to the video. So in today's video, we're gonna be focusing on the grill. You can see that I put all the pieces together and it looks pretty cool, but there is some issues, and I'm gonna be sandblasting the whole thing. I had put primer just to make it match to the rest of the truck, just so that I could get an idea of what it would look like. And then the other thing I wanna do is I wanna experiment with some steel mesh. I wanna put some in behind there. I think that would look cool. It'll be a custom touch. We're gonna start disassembling all the pieces, cleaning them up, and then we'll go from there. Overall, the main section of the grill here is in pretty good shape. It's only the passenger side over here. There's a few rust holes. We'll make a patch and fix that up. Well, it started pouring outside, so I had to move my operation inside. But I cut out both sections of rust. With this old piece that I just cut out, I'm gonna use it as a template on a new piece of metal. And then we'll be re-welding that new piece and it'll be good as new. So the new piece fits pretty good. I'm gonna tack it in, and then once I know everything is solid, I'll start working on this piece. To fix this rusty patch, you can see where I cut out all the rust holes, and then I made a cardboard pattern like so. I'll cut that out of metal and weld it in. The sandblaster is ready to go, and I'm gonna start on the grill. Hopefully I don't uncover some major rust patches, but we're gonna find out in just a second. So now that the grill is all cleaned up, and I cleaned up all the little pieces, I'm gonna do the roll pan and also the piece that goes right under the windshield. I patched up the hole where the antenna was located. Sandblasting is done. I did all the parts on the grill. When I was sandblasting the cowl, I made sure to get all the hard to reach areas, but I ran out of sand, so I'm gonna have to finish this up with the grinder. And here on the other side of the grill, I applied a coat of rust converter. So hopefully that takes care of any little bit that I missed. So I was hoping to prime everything today since everything was outside, but the rain had other plans. That's the way it goes sometimes. But we're gonna come back swinging tomorrow once the weather clears up, and then we'll prime everything. And we're also gonna make a little trip to the scrapyard, and hopefully we'll find some mesh for the grill. I had gotten some priced up yesterday from a shop, but I could only buy it by the sheet, and it was 350 bucks plus tax. So hopefully I can score something for a better price. I found exactly what I'm looking for. They have a bunch of nice aluminum mesh, and they are massive sheets. So I'm either gonna bring a whole sheet or get a piece of it. That's gonna be perfect. Got exactly what I needed. So we're back from the scrapyard with the mesh, and I thought this was gonna be perfect, but it ends up 1.5 inches short. So we're gonna have to make it in 2 pieces. So it's kind of a pain, but we're gonna make it work. And I'm gonna start making a pattern just so I know exactly how much I need to cut, and then we'll bend it to shape it around the grill. So I'm just gonna use a piece of aluminum siding to make my pattern. And then this piece is just gonna sit on top of the grill like so. And I'll rivet it up here and then down here as well. So with the tape, I know exactly how much I need to cut, and I'm gonna try and cut it with the zip cut. So this piece is all set. I cut it to the length I need it, and it's gonna be plenty long for this bottom section of the grill because the turn signal lights are gonna be over here on each side. So I'll actually have to cut it a bit more, but that's not gonna be an issue. So right now, I'm gonna try and bend it with my tape pattern that I got, and we'll see how it's gonna work. So obviously we have a bend in our grill, so I'm gonna cut it in the middle just on this side of the mesh, and then hopefully it'll drop down to match our grill. So after everything is said and done, this is what it would look like. Before I flip this over to show you guys, I'm gonna get everything ready to prime, and then I'll show you once everything is all the same color. So I just skimmed the whole roll pan with a coat of body fill. I had a little bit of a stop sign shape to it, and this way it'll be nice and round. I'm probably gonna end up doing this out of fiberglass anyway. So the grill, including the little inserts that go in it, are done, and also the cowl and the roll pan are looking really good, so I'm excited about it. I'm gonna start assembling everything back together, and then we'll see how the aluminum mesh looks on the truck. Holy cow, that just looks incredible. I want you guys to let me know in the comments if you like the mesh or if you'd prefer it without it. But in my opinion, I think that's gonna be a winning combo. That looks awesome. The mesh is just in a raw aluminum finish, so I don't know if I want to leave it like that or if I should paint it black. Everything on the front end is just turning out a million times better than what I had imagined, and I'm pumped about that. So we made a ton of progress in today's episode, and in the next one, I'm gonna be bolting down the cab, making sure that is set exactly where I need it. Then we're gonna do the same for the box, and then once I'm happy with everything, we're gonna start working on a roll cage. So you definitely won't wanna miss that. Keep your eyes peeled for more content coming up. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.